Showtime for the Raptors as they pulled into the building, a squad that looks more than ready for the game ahead of them. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. To take a look at the Pistons, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And you know, New Jersey, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinion. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Here are the five for the Raptors. They've got ABC. Magician is out there with Parker, and it's ABC, and it's Bosh in at the 4. And for New Jersey, Carter is out there with Jason Kidd, and it's ABC, then it's Robinson, and it's Jefferson in at the small forward. Smitty, the increased pace of the game, how does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Now here's Bosh. A fader. Good, and a nice assist from 4.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to...
Hold on!
You got to buckle up on that one.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
That's a 2 from Parker. Kidd grabs the board. Carter against Parker. Carter, the pass to Kristich. Yes, that goes in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Nesterovic. Pass to Parker. Ring shot on the way. No good that time. And it's New Jersey the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
And finished off by Carter.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Here's 4. Last game he had 13. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Parker outside. There's the triple. The rebound by the Nets.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Down low, Robinson. Parker against Carter. The pass to Kristich. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Kidd. No good off the front iron.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Parker's shot is off.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And it's good for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
New Jersey leading by 3. Outside Jefferson. There's the lob to the hoop. It's deflected. Robinson passes to Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Parker looking over the floor. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Parker's got 7 points. Nets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. A slam dunk by Robinson.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Parker passes to Ford. And there's the call on Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game. Off the inbound, and Parker puts it in. 9 points in the game so far.
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
Kidd against Ford. Ball stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. That's a 2 from Parker and misses it off the right side of the rim. Carter drives in and finished off by Carter.
And you know Carter is taking off on the drive. When he has a head of steam like that, he's looking to tear off the rim.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
I was surprised they put up so little fight. That was not the team I expected to see that night.
Here's Bosch. Kept alive. Goes up with it again. And the layup is up and in. Bosch has got his second basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And here's Kidd from the arc. Nesterovic with the rebound. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Kristich. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Parker kicks to Ford. Rebound, New Jersey.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto. He's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Just 4 to shoot. Elbow shot is on the way. Nets leading by 8. Here's the break. Here's Jefferson, and the dunk by Jefferson.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Jefferson no good on the free throw.
And the athleticism Jefferson possesses, really impressive. A rangy forward who plays with intensity on both ends.
Parker dishes to Ford. Back to Parker to end the run. Good, and a nice assist from Ford. Ford's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the dude. He's checked in for the Nets. Carter comes in for ABC. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Calderon with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Always with the great vision. Calderon still one of the best at finding the open man.
So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Calderon, and it's Nesterovic in at the 5 down low.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
From deep three-point range, and again, New Jersey with the triple.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
Calderon taking his time here. Raptors moving the ball around. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Here's Kristich, defended by Bargnani. Out to Carter, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Kidd against Calderon. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
The poise of Jose, taking what the defense allows, sneaking inside for the bucket.
Inside, Carter, and finished off by Carter.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Back to Calderon. It's Rush outside. Shot clock reset for Toronto. It's deflected, but they get it back. New Jersey leading by 8. Carter with the 3. Good, and the assist to Kidd. Kidd's got 6 assists now in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Bargnani against Carter. Over to the wing. Pass to Peterson. Shot clock at 6. Shot's good from Bargnani. Bargnani's got 8.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Carter right side. And finished off by Carter.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Raptors trail by 11. And the Raptors call time here, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And you could say they probably were in control for 3 quarters of that game, but in that 4th quarter, man, they just fell apart.
And looking now at some numbers for Jose Calderon. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Nesterovic passes to Peterson. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Carter. Here's Kidd, and it's New Jersey scoring again.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Calderon dishes to Bargnani. "17-foot shot on the way."
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Raptors trail by 15. Calderon kicks to Rush. Back to Calderon. Passes it to Bargnani. Lets it fly. They grab their own miss. Rush outside. And no good that time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Kristich passes to the dude. And that one drops for him. And the Nets lead by 17.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Calderon kicks to Rush. Here's Nesterovic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw, no good. lot of talent in the 2018 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling. I think Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two have a lot of room to grow, and they're already good.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. You look at ABC, 5th in the league in patrolling the paint.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Calderon finds Rush. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Peterson. Shot clock at 5. Bargnani with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. Shot's good from Bargnani. Nets leading by 18. Here's Kidd. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. The offensive rebound. Outside Carter. Good in the assist to Kidd. That's 23 points for Vince Carter.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Pulls it from 20. Shot's good from Bargnani. Bargnani's got 12 points in the game.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Bargnani over to help. To the paint. Here's Kristich, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
It's Calderon with the ball for Toronto. Now the pass to Peterson. It's tipped. Kicks it to Rush. Pass to Bargnani. Here's Peterson. Passes it to Rush. Just 5 on the clock. Raptors need to get a shot. Peterson, that's good. 5 points in the game.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Carter outside. Back to Kidd. Carter up top over Peterson. And the foul called on ABC. That's foul number 2 for him. New Jersey making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Parker's checked in. Raptors trail by 18. Calderon passes to Nesterovic. Calderon dishes to Parker. Pass to Nesterovic. Parker inside, defended by Jefferson. The pass to Nesterovic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Saturday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Parker with the steal. Not going to go that time. And it's New Jersey the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Kidd. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Kidd's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Pass to Bargnani. Just 5 to shoot. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Nets leading by 20. Carter on the wing, covered by Parker. It's Jefferson outside, And the Nets, another three.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed one from behind the arc in the first quarter, two here in the second.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell.
And so it's New Jersey. Sitting at a 20.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
We'll be seeing the first and second year phenoms going at it in this one. Shaq, what?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And it's interesting, Kenny. Some people believe the three-point contest may be surpassing the dunk contest in popularity.
I just think it's an appreciation of the long ball. I think people understand the difficulty of it because more people are able to probably shoot a three than dunk.
Sure.
So obviously,
It's more relatable. The three-point is more relatable, for the masses.
Both of you guys are wrong. In the three-point shot-out, everyone loves when the ball goes in. In the dunk contest, if you make the first dunk, it'll be exciting.
Okay.
I see your point. I
What
don't
if you
say
made
that
every
very
three?
often.
Larry Bird did it.
That would be exciting.
Thanks for tuning in.
Craig Hodges.
That's right.
All-star action is on the menu tonight. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And this place is going crazy. Next up is the three-point contest where tonight one NBA sharpshooter will add his name to a trophy that contains a who's who of the best long-range bombers in league history.
There's a lot of tremendous three-point talent in the NBA, and no better place to see that skill showcase than right here, right now.
And I might be a bit biased, but the three-point contest is something I definitely look forward to all year long.
So it'll be Chauncey Billups here. 5 racks, 25 balls, 60 seconds. There are 9 money balls in total, each worth 2 points. The last ball on each rack, and also an entire rack of money balls, which comes last.
And that's why you can't waste any time. It's critical to get that last rack with enough time to shoot in rhythm.
In the history of this event, I think one moment that anyone who saw it remembers was Craig Hodges hitting his first 19 shots in the semifinal round back in 1991.
That was unbelievable. And Hodges did a lot of amazing things in that three-point contest. He won it 3 times in the early 90s.
Money ball, no good. He misses his 4th straight. Off the mark with 5 in a row now. Gets the money ball. Up to 10 now. 11 on the board. An 11-point round for him there. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
And any time it looked like he was starting to get into a good rhythm, he would just as quickly fall out of it.
And here we go with Vince Carter.
And knocking down your money balls, such a key in the three-point contest. 9 shots account for the majority of your points. So it might seem arbitrary, but I think it reflects real-life basketball. Some shots carry more pressure than others.
7 points. Only managed to sink 1 there. 9 points. Now with 11. That's 13. 3 racks down, 2 to go. At 16. Drains the money ball. He's at 19, now 20. He's got 21. He comes away with a score of 21 on the round. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
And it was an ideal start for him. I mean, he nailed every ball off the first rack.
So it's Michael Redd ready to go.
You know, this is really a very unique experience for the participants. You're on your own out there. Nobody can help you. And every eye in the arena is focused on you.
And no question, it's a lot of fun to be in a situation like that. But you're right. It is a very different experience than they get on any regular night in the NBA.
That's 7.
Pretty good start.
No good with his 4th in a row. Can't get the money ball. 6 misses in a row. He can't get it going. 10 points on the board. Now with 11. Good for second. He's at 14. Hits for 15. And he's got 15 points when the round ends. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Yeah, he was really flowing at that point after he went 5 for 5 on that second rack.
So it's Gilbert Arenas here.
Just over 2 seconds a shot is all you've got if you're going to use all 25 balls. So there's no time to take a deep breath and gather yourself after a miss.
Yeah, that's why I think you want to just get into a good rhythm. No matter what your usual tempo might be, you've got to keep rolling through the racks as fast as possible.
He needs 6 more points.
Oh, come on.
4 more points to stay alive. And that's his 4th straight. Now with 11. Money ball, no good. Not just 13.
And that puts him in a second place tie now.
make it 17. The round ends, and he's got 19. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Money balls, so critical to knock down in this competition, and he gets 6 out of 9.
And so we'll see Ray Allen.
Something the shooters have to avoid here is over-adjusting if the shots aren't called.
Yeah, you don't want to start altering your release pointer or anything like that. Even if things aren't going well, that can hurt you a whole lot more than it can help.
4 points. He's got 5. Can't get the money ball. 6.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
Gets the money ball.
6 more points to stick around.
11 on the board. That's 13. That ties him up for third here.
Well, at this point, he's in the finals. He's moved into third.
18 points for him when all is said and done. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
And he knocked down 5 out of the 9 money balls. Pretty good.
So it'll be Carmelo Anthony here. As the final shooter in this round, he knows just what he has to do here. A score of 18 or higher is what he needs.
And when it's a big number like that, he can't really even think about it, or it may seem like too difficult a task. Got to bite it in small pieces. He's just got to let them fly.
That's 7. He's got 8. He needs 8 points more.
He needs 8 more points to advance.
No good with his 4th in a row. 2 racks remaining. 7 more points and he's in. He's got 12. That's 13. 5 more points to stay in it. Now 14. He finishes with 14 points on the board. Carter's got the honors of being able to go into the finals as the top scorer from the qualifying round.
And just amazing scores up to this point. I mean, these guys have pushed each other to new heights this year. I love it.
Yeah, and this is exactly what you hope for coming into the shootout. Great shooters at the top of their game, just battling it out.
So it'll be Ray Allen here. He's got to go first here in the finals because he had the lowest score to qualify, but he made it in. That's the important thing.
Well, he was very steady in round 1, so we'll see if that translates to this one.
And it's the finals now, Parker, and so he's going to have to be more than just steady. This is when it takes something special to close the deal.
He's up to 7. 8 points. 9 points. Money ball, no good. Up to 10 now. 11 on the board.
Good momentum here to close it out.
Now 14. Hits for 15. So he ends up at 17. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him.
You know, solid shooting, definitely looked confident, but it never became one of those lights out rounds that it could have been.
So it's Gilbert Arenas here. 17 points to tie it up. 18 points would put him ahead.
That rack did not go very well.
Now 3 points.
Yeah, it's been a bumpy start. Rough going so far.
He's getting cold. 5 consecutive misses. 5 points now. 6. Can't get the money ball. 7 points. He's got 8. Now he gets the money rack. 8 more points for him to tie it up. Too much ground to make up here, Clark. He's done.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Out of here.
Yeah, you do your best. Sometimes, though, the competition can just be a little tough.
His total for the round comes to 12. There was just something off about him in that round.
Yeah, he might not get an invite back for next year's contest after that showing.
And he didn't look suited to the format of this contest right there. I mean, one bad round doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be here.
So it'll be Vince Carter right here. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals?
You can be sure of this. Whether it's an exhibition or not, the pressure to perform is still pretty great in the three-point shootout.
And make no mistake, these guys are here not just to compete, but to win. They still have to stay cool and control, though, when they're out there.
8 more points, and he'll tie things up.
Drains the money ball. He's got 12.
6 more points for the win.
That's 13. Down to the money rack.
Just 3 away from the win.
Now with 17. The round ends, and he's got 19. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
They put that third rack to bed in a hurry. Just about the fastest 6 points you'll see in the shootout.
And that wraps up this year's thrilling three-point contest. It was an absolute clinic in three-point shooting from this year's champion, Vince Carter.
He was one chill customer out there. He really kept his wits about him the entire way through the contest.
Yeah, and Clark, that's the key. I mean, he never got too high or too low.
And the drama, the excitement. This year's three-point contest had it all. It was our pleasure to bring it to you. Every shot terrific to watch. Now, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Thank you and good night.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is a fun event, especially when the props come out. Makes you appreciate the level of detail that goes into each dunk. These guys are here to entertain. Can't wait to see what they've got for us. Kenny, you competed in this contest a few times. What was your process for coming up with dunks?
It was very simple, Ernie. You know, I wasn't a prop guy. So my thing was I had to get the fans engaged. So what I used to do.
Nothing like it, folks. The All-Star festivities in the air. Kevin Harlan here with partners Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's time for the dunk contest. The NBA's most amazing athletes and slam dunk artists are about to put on a show you'll always remember.
And you know, this has become one of the jewels of the NBA season. The fans love to watch it. The players love to take part in it. It's just a terrific night all the way around.
And when you talk to the players, it's easy to get a sense of how much they've been looking forward to this event. They are fired up.
So it'll be Andre Iguodala here. I'm the first guy up. That can be a little added pressure.
Yeah, it's on you, Kevin, to really get the crowd going. So you want to make a statement right away.
And I think you hit it right on the head there, Clark, because you want to set the tone for what's to be coming afterwards.
Where did you get that?
You go through the legs or around the back there?
Through the legs.
Yeah, it was through the legs, spinning away.
Yeah, through the legs and over your shoulder to grandmother's house we come.
Yeah.
Second up, looking to make some noise with his first dunk of the night. And so here we go.
Oh, that was pretty nice. Just didn't have the power, though. He could have gotten up on top of this ball and threw it, and then went underneath the goal while he was doing the little pirouette.
A little 360 double clutch.
That's still pretty nasty, though.
Sure it is.
But it wasn't clean. It was like dirty snow. It doesn't have the same beauty.
So Kalina Azubuike here, coming up third. Let's see what he's got.
level with his head there. But look at how high he gets up with no runway, Kevin.
Yeah.
And here we go with the dude. Last but not least, coming up fourth, he's seen the rest. Now let's see his best.
About the one-hand jam that gives it a little different flair.
You're right, Clark.
Yep.
A one-handed windmill.
And that was beautifully done. Little 360 off the alley-oop. That one-handed 360 here, but the way he caught it and the motion was so nice.
You said right, that's it. You tied a great bow on that. Iguodala's got a close race here with 3 players. Field still wide open after the first round.
I think they're going to have to push that creative envelope a bit. No established leader yet.
Yeah, and I think you're right. There's a little bit of tentativeness at the beginning here. Let's see now that we've gotten out of that first round if the guys start to loosen up and show some personality.
And so we'll see Andre Iguodala back to first. Let's see his second dunk of the night.
Now he's getting ready to launch. And
I'm anxious to see what he comes up with. Backdoor second dunk. Let's see what he's got the second time around. All right, Clark, here we go, and
fairly pedestrian here. Let's see. Self-toss.
Yeah.
Self-toss, elevate. Oh, he did go through the legs.
Not easy.
But it's not something we haven't seen, so it just doesn't give you that ooh and ah effect. Nice, but not extraordinary.
But clean, again, a nice clean dunk.
I agree.
And, sometimes we get numb.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
We get numb sometimes. This stuff is phenomenal.
It is.
All of it is phenomenal.
No, well said. I agree with you.
So Kalina Azubuike here, and it's the second dunk for him. The third dunker in the rotation. What he's got going on here, Clark?
Oh, he tried to pose. He did a little pose.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. He went with the pose. Left hand pose right there. And then throw down. Not the elite level that we're accustomed to, partner.
And here we go with the dude. Last in the order. Once again, he's back in action. Sweet.
That was real nice. Threw it out in front of him, and then went and got it and went reverse on it.
Nice finesse dunk there.
He had the power, though. He knocked a little bit of the power I like to see in that. But it was still a heck of a move, but I would like to see a little more force on that.
It was so clean, though. It was so clean.
But I need clean and power.
Got a 4-horse race after the second round. Clark, anything can happen here.
Really, Kevin, just goes to show you how special of a group this is. I mean, all have shown that they can hang with each other, and it's going to be hard to separate them.
Yeah, the competition has been fierce. No doubt. These 4 have put on a show.
And so we'll see Andre Iguodala, and we're back to our first contestant with his third dunk. And we get another now.
That was wicked there, Kevin, because he had to go against his body. He went through his leg, and he kind of went counterclockwise on the throwdown.
That is
nasty.
That's sweet.
That is above the rating scale right there.
You're sailing in with your head to the back.
Man. No, that is the best we've seen right there. Yeah. Best I've seen anyway.
Lead with your back, man. Just look where that thing is. Wicked. Third go-around, second in the order. What he's got going on here, Clark?
Not the best.
I can tell you didn't like it very much.
You know what? He did a nice little gypsy do there. He threw it, got it, self-toss, retrieval, and then he had a little hitch here, a little double clutch, took it to the, oh, that's nasty now that I look at it in slow-mo, because he took it to the side, and then he went over top. So that, that on first look, I see you still groaning and moaning.
Yeah, we've seen better.
we have, but that was creative.
It was okay, yeah.
It was okay, yeah.
We're talking about the creme de la creme.
Yeah. He wouldn't make that good.
Yeah. So Kalina Azubuike here. He's second to last, trying to keep that pressure on.
361 mil through the leg.
Man,
how compact his moves are.
Exactly, that's the thing, Kevin. He didn't need a launch pad for this one. He got right to the restricted arc area and then just elevated off 2 feet and went through his leg.
There's a lot going on there.
In a little bit of space.
In a little bit of
space. That's the thing that made that special.
You're right on it. Yeah. Wow. And here we go with the dude. Last up, final dunk of the night. What he's got going on here, Clark?
Oh, that was nice now. He went and got it, and then he's going to come sideways and then go reverse.
Just about hit his head.
He's sideways when he jumps, and then by the time he flushes it, he's got his back to it.
Back first.
Yeah, that's good body control. I like that. Sideways and then reverse. Nice.
And clean.
Clean, and then he got the arm. It just looks so sweet when the arm just kind of hangs. It gives you that rubber man kind of feel.
That elasticity.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's official at last. What a champion we have this year. Let's reveal the winner of the dunk contest, the dude.
And the right choice was made there, guys. No doubt about it. He was phenomenal tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Those were some incredibly ambitious dunks he attempted, and he was able to nail them.
And tonight certainly did not disappoint. From the excitement to the energy and, of course, to the jaw-dropping dunks. Now, for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here on 2K Sports.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. They've got Tracy McGrady. Duncan is out there with Garnett. Then there's Kobe. And it's Nowitzki in at the center. McGrady against Carter. McGrady passes to Bryant. From 20 feet out, they get it back. And Garnett misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Carter outside.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
To the middle, here's Shaq. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And O'Neal, clearly one of the biggest human beings you'll ever see. A mammoth of a man, about 1/7 of a ton, and yet unstoppable.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Garnett kicks to Kobe. McGrady with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. Kobe, no luck.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Carter down low. McGrady covering, and it's Carter missing.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
Now here's Kobe. Free throw line jump shot, and Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
They retain possession. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Releases from the wing and drills it.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Here's Kobe after the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Passes it to Nowitzki. Can they get it? And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Kobe against Arenas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Bryant is the total platinum level package. A lethal shooter, an exceptional defender, a flat-out assassin on offense, and most importantly, this guy's a leader, too.
Both free throws good for Bryant. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. Now he understands the entertainment aspect of this game. He knows the fans want a show, but you could still detect some seriousness in this voice. He wants to win this game, probably a little bit more than he's willing to let on. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Nowitzki, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Duncan following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. here's the East. James looking around. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so here are the West All-Stars. 7-point differential. Outside for Kobe. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. McGrady outside. Pass to Duncan. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know, Tim Duncan does a nice job, especially when one of his guys is open. That floor awareness of his, dime drop.
Pass to Howard. McGrady against Carter. Over Nowitzki. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball. And so here are the West All-Stars, trailing by 5. McGrady against Carter. They get it back. Garnett up and in on the layup.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job, Kevin, using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
Here is Carter to the inside. Here's O'Neal, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
And you know what? Fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
ABC is out there with Antawn Jamison. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then it's Pierce. And it's Carter in at the 2. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. There's Nash with the 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire. And here is Billups. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the pass to Carter. And finished off by Carter.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
A floater. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Iverson.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Here's Carter, and finished off by Carter.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the chart.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Here is Nash. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, the stroke of Nash, so pure. He's got a nice high arching shot. A deadly three-point shooter, too.
Jamison kicks to Billups. Carter on the wing. Iverson covering. And stolen by Yao. Iverson dishes to Nash. Back to Iverson. Stolen by Carter. Vince Carter with the slam.
And Carter, well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
Carter's gotten half of his 10 shots to fall. 5 makes from the field so far. Nash outside. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Star.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Wallace is checked in for the East. Pau Gasol's checked in for the West. Allen comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Wallace, the pass to Carter. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
6 to shoot, and here's Nash outside, sinks the triple. Nash has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Carter, and finished off by Carter.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. Insanity showing off his amazing bounce.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And here's the West with the ball. 7-point differential. Passes to Gasol. Allen outside. Feeds it to Carmelo. With his first shot attempt, the 3 from Iverson. Rebound by the East All-Stars. And it's Carter penetrating and finished off by Carter.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roof.
Nash kicks to Allen. Pass to Gasol. And here is Anthony. He's covered by Bosch. Fades back. Anthony's shot is off. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Iverson against Carter. He dishes it to Wallace. That drive by Carter. Wallace misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Nash has gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
East All-Stars have shot. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
Obviously, this has been a back-and-forth type of thing, but now you're going to start to see the competitiveness come out of these shots. That's right, and you have to say it real nice and smooth. Competitiveness. A little more defense, not a lot more, but certainly a lot more intensity. And at the end of the day, every guy on that court out there is built to win.
This particular All-Star game has some real energy. Guys aren't just going out there and going through the emotions. They're actually digging in and trying to win. This is different. I can't wait for the second half.
And
One half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Here's West now. trailing by 2. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Garnett out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Duncan. Then it...
Oh, yeah! Bryant skying high to slam it home. Always looking to stuff with style.
James. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. James has got his 3rd basket of the night. LeBron's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. McGrady outside. He kicks to Nowitzki. Lob pass to Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
And they double up James. Inside, here's Howard. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And it's 8 points for Howard.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
It's blocked by Shaq.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
Kobe's gone only 4 of 11 from the field. And finished off by Carter.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Here's Bryant. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
The mid-range stroke of Bryant, you got to admire that. I mean, he's got a terrific feel from here.
Back to Arenas. Carter outside. To the paint. Here's Shaq. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
And the West All-Stars have possession. 4-point game. Duncan, the best to Kobe. Lets it go with a 3. Kobe can't get that one to fall. Kobe's gone 5 of 13 tonight from the floor. O'Neal kicks to Carter. It's stolen by Bryant. And the dunk by Kobe.
Well, you got to respect the speed of Bryant. He is so fast when he's got room to run.
James dishes to Carter. Here's Howard. Out to Carter. There's the 3. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Carter's got 22.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
And, you know, defense isn't done until you finish it off with the rebound. It's like the period at the end of a sentence. That's where they have to improve.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Here's Duncan. A rebound by Carter. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the East All-Stars. They've led by as much as 10.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very impressive, an efficient scorer who can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Pass to Kobe. Fader on the way. Yep, it counts. Bryant's got 13 points in the second half.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
To the middle. Here's Carter. Dishes to LeBron. Clock at 6. And it's Carter missing. And here's the fast break. Here's McGrady. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Carter. LeBron outside. Carter against Bryant. Garnett comes over to help. Kevin Garnett with the steal. There's the pass to McGrady. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. And now just a 2-point East All-Star lead. East with the ball. James finds Carter. Pass to Howard. And here's Carter. Back to Howard. 5 on the clock. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Garnett.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Jamison's checked in. Stoudemire's checked in for the West. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Stoudemire outside. Bryant looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out. A tight game here in Charlotte. Here's Carter, and finished off by Carter.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. A big group substitution here for the East. Shack's checked in for Howard. Wallace comes in for Antoine Jamison. Vince Carter, he's checked in for James. And Jason Kidd has subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. And the West All-Stars have possession. They trail by 14. You've got Wallace. Jason Kidd is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Carter in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Pulls from the top of the key. Kidd grabs the board. Anthony's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Carter with the 3. Kidd passes to Wallace. Garnett with the block.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
Iverson kicks to Nash. Back to Iverson. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 6 assists here tonight.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up. Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Iverson kicks to Anthony. Oh, good on the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Nash. A shot missing. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. And it's Wade in the corner. Over Iverson. Offensive rebound. Carter for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Iverson dishes to Garnett. Nash outside. Out to Anthony. From deep, Iverson gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
The shot from 20 feet away. Anthony can't hit.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Howard's checked in for the East. The West also making some changes. Nowitzki comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Duncan in for Anthony. Down low, Kevin Garnett with the steal. Nash against Kidd. Nash drives in. No good there. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. To the paint. And there's Jason Kidd on the assist from Carter. 15 points for Jason Kidd.
And you can't forget about Kidd in transition. Whether he's dishing it or shooting it, he's great at making the right decision.
Duncan kicks to Iverson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The West All-Stars with the ball. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Carter. Lets it go from deep. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to Nowitzki. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
You know, Garnett is a willing passer, especially when one of his guys has a clean look.
Iverson against Carter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Allen Iverson. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Catching up on the changes for the East. James checked in for Wallace. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Jason Kidd. Nobody near Allen. That one wide left.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been...
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Aston Nowitzki. Nash outside. Garnett kicks to Allen. 5 to shoot. Good on the three-point shot. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Carter, the pass to Arenas. And the shot goes down.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Nash against Arenas. Again, the West All-Star.
You know, we know, Kevin, that Nowitzki is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Does a fabulous job measuring up these shots.
It's Carter, high post, working on Allen.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Nash kicks to Garnett. Duncan outside. Floats one up. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Carter against Allen. Here's Shaq. Garnett with the block.
Cannot forget about the defense of Garnett now. Outstanding at knowing when to time his leap to block the shot.
Carter with the bucket.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Nash against Arenas. Garnett. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 8th assist here tonight.
You know, Nash is an excellent distributor, a phenomenal floor general, great at recognizing when his guys are open.
Here's Carter, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Ray Allen picks one up. Mark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem. But I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame career.
Bryant with it. Gilbert Arenas covering.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the first one drops. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. Carter inside the three-point line. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's West now. McGrady outside. Kicks to Nowitzki. McGrady outside. 4 on the clock. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Kobe misses. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
McGrady with the ball. Gilbert Arenas covering. Kobe's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
It's stolen by Bryant. Nowitzki kicks to Duncan. Outside, Kobe, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. McGrady outside. Mark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about it, market size, nightlife for some guys is important.
A big group substitution here for the East. James checked in for Jamison. Carter comes in for Gerald Wallace. Wade, he's checked in for ABC. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Chauncey Billups. And West also making a switch. Garnett's checked in. And that one misses.
And Paul Pierce, so efficient at the offensive end. They call him the truth because he's known for making big shots at big times.
Kobe misses. And here's the East. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's McGrady. And he banks in the layup.
Concentration on display. This is why McGrady's the top player in my mind. I mean, he makes tough, contested shots inside.
Wade passes to Carter. Over Garnett. Can't connect. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.